I'm Amber, and this is my persuasive speech, and this is my audience. Where did you get your pet cat or dog from? Did you get them from a reputable breeder, the newspaper, online, a pet store, or did you save a life by adopting from an animal shelter? Every year, there are approximately 2.7 million animals euthanized in animal shelters in the United States. While homeless animals never make it out of the shelter kennels, backyard breeders are breeding for fun. Many breeders will tell you that all animals in shelters are crossbreeds or mutts. This is not true. At our shelter, we get in purebred dogs with AKC papers. We've had labs, German Shorthairs, Brittany Spaniels, you name it, we've seen it. Breeders will also say that when they breed, their puppies or kittens will never be turned into a shelter, and if the owners cannot keep them, they will be given back to the breeder. If that was the case, there would never be any animals in shelters, now would there? We have actually had licensed breeders surrender dogs to our shelter because they were either too old to breed or because they wanted to end their breeding programs. Maybe your dog's parents have been surrendered to a shelter, who knows? Then there are puppy mills. Puppy mills are ran by people who are strictly for money. They do not care about the animal's well-being. Most puppy mills usually breed small breed dogs. That is because they can keep them in small crates within large numbers. These breeders mainly breed for pet stores, where the parents of the puppies will never have to be on site. Why are they not on site? Because they are kept in tiny cages in their own filth, never getting out, never seeing daylight. The females are overbred. These animals have significant health issues with no care. As long as they are having puppies, the breeders are making money. One myth about shelter animals is that there's something wrong with them, either medically, temperamental, or physically. That's a lie. The main reasons animals are surrendered to shelters are 1. Because we are having a baby, or 2. We are moving and can't take the dog, or 3. We don't have time or money for the animal. There is nothing wrong with these animals except for the fact they have no permanent homes. These animals have been left by their owners for some reason or another, and they have no idea what's going on. In Iowa, there is what some call a pit bull problem. Shelters are overrun with bully breed dogs. They are harder to place than most breeds because of the stereotype of them. Some people are scared of them or nervous to adopt because they don't know the background. This, unfortunately, leads to more breeds like this being euthanized. While working in an animal shelter, I have never been bitten by a bully breed. I have been bitten by 2 golden retrievers and 1 black lab, and snapped at by many little dogs. The reason you should adopt from a shelter instead of buy from a breeder would be the animals in shelters cannot live there forever. It is not a home. Space is limited in shelters, which leads to more euthanasia. Shelters do not breed animals. In fact, in Iowa, any animal adopted from an animal shelter has to be spayed or neutered. Adopting an animal from a shelter does not only help the animal, it helps your community. Breeders, on the other hand, are not going to euthanize their animals. If their animals are not wanted, they will either sell them or quit breeding. If more breeders stopped breeding, there would be less unwanted animals. Sure, puppies and kittens are adorable, but they grow up. They aren't the little roly-poly babies they once were, and people didn't realize the animals require so much care and attention, and then there's vet bills. Animals in shelters have one thing in common. They need you. They all need someone who's willing to make a commitment for them for the rest of their lives. A soft place to lay down, and a family who loves them. Adopt a dog or cat, adopt a best friend. Adopt, don't shop. Thanks.